I don't know that will sway many casual followers of the primary. What I think it does have the potential to do is really poison relationships between the Clinton activists and volunteers and the Sanders activists and hardcore supporters. I think a lot of people who are supporting Sanders feel like the Democratic National Committee has already been sort of putting a thumb on the scale for the Clinton campaign, and feel like the reaction to the data breach from the DNC yesterday was an over-the-top reaction, an attempt to really, really sort of help Clinton at their expense. On the other hand, the Clinton folks, I think, look at this and see that this was, a serious data breach, a serious issue, something that should not have been done and should not have been handled by the Sanders campaign in the way that it was. So I don't think it will win or lose anybody the primary, but it could have an impact if, say, Sanders loses the primary narrowly. They might feel that the actions that the National Committee took yesterday contributed to that. If that's the case, they might be reluctant to vote for Clinton in the general election. They might vote for a third-party candidate, or they might decide to stay home. I think it gives him at least a small boost. Historically, candidates from just over the border, whether that be Maine or Vermont or Massachusetts, tend to be more familiar to candidates, they tend to be more familiar to voters here, and I think that gives them something of a boost in terms of name recognition. It means they're not starting from zero when they're introducing themselves to people, so I think it helps. I think if it happened tomorrow, it would be very close. I think it might be as close as a coin toss, depending on, I think it could go either way at this point. This is crucial for Sanders because this is probably his best state. It is, it's right next door. There are a lot of cultural similarities. Yes, there are differences, but there's also a lot that the two states have in common. He's very well known here. If he can't win here, it's really tough to look at the primary calendar and see where his next opportunity for a big win is. Once you get to South Carolina, once you get to Nevada, you're getting towards states that have electorates that are going to be pretty favorable to Hillary Clinton.